Hi guys, so I haven't recorded any long form content for a long time and I'm really sorry about that. I have been flat out opening a second gym. This is the Boxing Locker Fitness Centre and making some changes to the other gym. My family's expanding, I've got a baby on the way very soon. So as you can imagine, I am very busy, including that house move and then various family birthdays, etc. So enough of that rubbish. Anyway, just a little update on those, and now let's get into the real subject of this, and that is how to improve your defense. Now, this is something that people talk to me about all the time, and I'm not going to go into any kind of specific singular drills. What I'm going to talk to you about is the overall process that is required from you to improve that defense in a way that is sustainable. Okay, so what we don't want to do is work on singular defensive drills. So for example, see a lot of people doing these kind of drills all the time. Okay, so we slip and then we slip and then we slip, and A, they're not really moving, but B, those kind of drills are very limited in their capacity to be adapted and to be applied to a wide array of scenarios such as we will be confronted by in a boxing ring. Now, what we need to be able to do is have the reactivity and adaptability to pick certain singular skills and combine them in a fluid and comfortable and competent way. Okay, that's the key thing. So what I need to be able to do is I need to be able to execute each of the individual defensive mechanisms. For example, the rear hand catch, the lead hand catch, the forearm block, catch on the side, block to the body, block to the body. High guard, smother in. I need to be able to roll with the shoulder. I need to be able to slip to the outside, slip to the inside. I need to be able to roll under. I need to be able to weave. I need to be able to weave. I need to be able to pull back. I need to have all of these things in the locker as individual elements. And then I need to find creative and enjoyable and effective ways of applying them within a boxing scenario. So listen, there's certain ways that you should do things, but the reality of boxing is that there's an innumerable number of examples of fighters who haven't done them those ways and who have mixed it up and chopped and changed it and made a fantastic career out of doing so. So although I am an advocate of a very specific skill set, working on specific drills to improve those specific skills, I also believe that you need to be adaptable enough to combine them and make them fit your own character, your own personality, your own style. Because at the end of the day, everybody that fights is different, and every single person that you compete against will have different variations, different quirks, different character traits that will make them a slightly different beast for you to tame. Okay, so I'm in my boxing position and now I'm going to think about what I'm defending. This is the most important thing you can do, and this is applicable in your shadow boxing, on the heavy bag, when you're doing pad work, whatever it is, when you're working partners in front of a mirror. What you need to do is you need to think about what you're defending, and then you need to find creative ways to defend it or adaptations to make within what you've done. So for example, say I'm defending the 1-2. Now, my general go-to on this is to catch the jab, slip the cross, okay? Nice and effective. I catch the left hand orthodox jab, I slip the right hand orthodox cross, okay? So I'm here, bop, bop, okay? That works, nice, bop, bop. I can do that effectively, but what I need to be able to do is have other options, because if I can continue to do that, eventually it's predictable. I catch the jab, I go to slip, big right hook or right uppercut, swings in, and then I'm in danger. So I need that adaptability. I need movements that I can go through so that I can't be picked, and so that those kind of movements can't be assessed in advance of the fight, should anybody get any film of me and then utilize it to destroy me. So I've got that catch and the slip. Now what am I going to do next? I'm going to slip and I'm going to roll. I'm going to slip and I'm going to roll. I'm going to catch, slip, slip, roll. Catch, slip, slip, roll. Working on those two together now, and then I think, okay, I've got two, I feel pretty comfortable with those. Now I'll work on the next one. So I'm going to pull and I'm going to block, okay? So I pull the jab and then I get the forearm up and I dip down. So now I'm doing two very different movements. I pull the jab and then I dip and I catch that on the forearm, ready to counter. So now I've got three movements. Catch, slip, slip, roll, pull, forearm. All of those movements can be then adapted to different situations and positions in the ring, and then I can look to change it even more by incorporating additional footwork. So I've got 3 options. I've got my catch, my slip, I've got my slip, my roll, I've got my pull, my forearm. Now I think about where I'm going to do those and how I'm going to do it and what could be changed to make it work better in a certain situation. So now I'm going to catch and I'm going to pivot with that slip. So now I've got an option to move out, not just to evade. Catch, pivot with the slip. Now I'm going to slip and I'm going to roll. So I'm going to slip and I'm going to roll. But I want to make it a little bit more effective. So I'm going to slip, I'm going to slide across with that roll. Reset with a little pivot, work around my opponent. On that pull and block, I'm going to pull, and I'm going to block, and after that I'm going to come in with a 2-3-2. Driving forward, 2-3-2. Snapping through. So what I'm basically trying to say to you guys is that the more you think about what you're doing, the more time you invest in envisaging specific combinations, the more effective you're going to be able to defend them. That's the reality of it. You have to actually create that mind-body connection, create that association. So in my head I know, okay, he's throwing a 1-2, I'm going to catch and slip. He's throwing a 1-2, I'm going to slip and roll. He's throwing a 1-2, I'm going to pull and block. He's throwing a 1-2, I'm going to catch, I'm going to intercept. He's throwing a 1-2, I'm going to slip, I'm going to double drop. He's throwing a 1-2, I'm going to step to the side, top of the shoulder. All of these things, we have to have adaptability, we have to have options, and you have to do that for every combination. You have to know that you've got things in the locker. Now, what you then do once you're comfortable and confident with that is you chain it all together completely at random. So I'm moving around, I'm going to slip a shot, I'm going to roll, I'm going to catch, I'm going to block, I'm going to catch, roll, roll. But I've got to know what I'm doing that for. So I'm going to slip, I'm going to block. That's working on that 1-2. I'm going to catch, I'm going to roll, catch, roll. That's working on a double right hand. I'm going to slip inside the outside the cross. I'm going to roll under the lead hook. I'm going to catch the jab, step back out of the way of the cross. I'm going to catch the jab. I'm going to intercept the next. You know what I'm talking about. You have to have it clear in your head that you know what punch you're defending. So I'm going to pull the jab. I'm going to pull the jab. I'm going to stay here. Pull the jab, shoot the cross, roll the lead hook. I'm going to roll under the rear hook. I'm going to throw a couple of counters, roll across with lateral movement, take a pivot on the slip, double jab, catch, slip, roll. That's the 1-2-3. I take a step back, out the way of the uppercut, drive into the 1-2, roll off, catch, counter, roll off with a lateral movement and a pivot. So again, I'm not expecting you to do it in a sequence. I'm not expecting you to do it in order. I'm going to suggest that what you do is you develop the individual combinations and sequences, but not as a move, as a reaction to the combination within your head. Once you do that, then you grab a partner, you say, okay, I want you to throw 1-2 at me, and I catch and I slip, and then I slip and I roll, and then I pull and I block. And we work through those 3, and then I go, okay, where do you see the weakness? What would you do at that point? What would you throw? And then they say, okay, at that point I'd throw this, and then you develop the counteraction to that. And the same applies to all your combinations. That's how you develop, that's how you grow, that's how you work on that kind of boxing IQ and the boxing brain. So bit of a long one, bit of a slow one, but hopefully that's going to help some people understand how better to improve their defense. And then get yourselves in front of a mirror, get yourselves on a heavy bag, get yourselves working with a partner, get yourself doing light technical drills, talk to your coach about how you can specifically improve your defense, and work with the noodles, work with the slip rope, work with the boxing bar, work with a cobra bag or a viper bag or a reflex bag of some sort, and keep working on those reactive skills. Figure out how to chain your movements together and how to intrinsically link them without any sort of enormous gap or difference or visible change in pace or having to pause to then react. Okay, we want it to be fluid, we want it to be smooth, we want it to be Pernell Whitaker, we want it to be Vasily Lomachenko, we want it to be Nicolino Lockie, Willie Pep. We don't want it to be stiff, slow, and easy to pick. We want to be unpredictable. We want to be adaptable like Terence Crawford. We want to be powerful like Nairo Inoue. We want to be intelligent like Alexander Usyk, and we want to be creative and skilled like Saul Canelo Alvarez. There we have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you. Please do follow me across all other channels. I'm going to really endeavour now. I've got the 2 gyms set up to get more long form content recorded. And as always, I appreciate you all. Big love. Thank you again.